Most of us were brought up poor or in the middle class, and then continue the rest of our lives plagued by the thoughts, ideas, and actions of the poor and the middle class. If you were brought up like I was, by parents that had great intentions but few ways to create financial freedom, then there is a good chance you are still trapped by mental money traps that continue to hold you prisoner. In today's video, we will be showing you traps rich people fall into. Without further ado, let's begin. Lifestyle jump. It's easy one day you're broke and living on ramen noodles just a few years ago, and by now you're making millions, but deep down you're still the same person. The trap is in not losing it. Sure, fix the holes in your life, get some comfort, sleep better at night, but keep the cost of your lifestyle low. Wealth is the ratio between how much you're earning and how much you're spending. You're not wealthy if you earn millions but spend millions, and at the end of the month you're broke. What poor people don't know is that once you make money, you get a target put on your back. You actually need to move into a nicer place in a better neighborhood due to security reasons and better access. But whatever you do, make sure the increase in your lifestyle is substantially less than the increase in your earnings. Funding family projects. It's hard to make a ton of money and see people in your family live regular lives. They all have dreams and wishes. Some even have goals. Now that you find yourself in this fortunate position, you feel like you should be doing more for them, and to some degree, they feel entitled to your help. But the truth is, most of them are in the position they're in because they don't actually have it. What it takes, they don't have the drive, the smarts, or the hunger to sacrifice everything until they make it, because if they did have the right ingredients, they wouldn't be needing your help. Blowing through the money. You grew up poor and never got any of your favorite toys, and now you can buy anything you want. A few weeks ago, we were talking with Mark Manson, the author of The Subtle Art of Not Giving in, about what happens once you get full money. And his answer: you're gonna buy a bunch of stupid things, and you gotta make sure you're left with something. Afterward, the temptation is there to do it, but do it with reason, because the things you buy end up owning you. There's a tax for owning things. Those 4 cars in the garage all need maintenance. All work lifestyle. In life, you're more inclined to do things that you're good at. Once you get really good at making money, and people start praising you for your ability to turn ideas into gold, it's easy to fall into the trap of doing just that. All you talk about is money. All you think about is money. You're actually a pretty boring person. To be honest, you have no personality. Everything in your life revolves around work and making money. Don't become that person, because honestly, nobody likes being around them long term. 10% more money isn't going to make up for the feelings of isolation that deep down you know you had other passions that made you feel alive. Thinking you can do better than your partner. Here's one of the most common situations. You're with your partner pre-money through effort, and a little bit of luck, your thing catches on, and you grow exponentially while they're growing linearly. Before you know it, you're earning 10, 100, 1,000 times as much as they are. They're happy for you and have supported you along the way, even in those hard times when the business kept you up at night. But the spotlight is on you. You're getting a level of interest that you never received before. People are telling you you're special left and right, while your partner starts to look average in comparison with your newfound crew. Trying to do everything. In the early days, you don't have many opportunities, and frankly, you didn't know what you were going to do with your life. Now things are different. Shiny objects are everywhere. Holidays, hobbies, business opportunities, and exciting projects, all filled with potential. Back when humans used to live in caves, whenever you found a bush filled with berries, you would eat every single one of them, because you never knew when you would find more. But that same brain lives in us today. What if I don't get this opportunity again? I have to do it. And that's when you fall into the trap of trying to do everything. In that process, you start lacking focus. Selling your soul to get rich. At one point in your climb, you will come across various shortcuts that don't align with your morality, and you have to resist the temptation to get them. If you do take them, you'll end up sacrificing the long term for a quick win you can't do without compromise. You got here because you're smart enough and talented enough to know better. We turned down $100,000 to promote an NFT project, and to this day, that's the most money we turned down for a sponsorship. It just didn't feel right, and we were correct not to go for it. The project turned out to be a complete scam, and we saw plenty of other bloggers and influencers taking the money and pushing their communities to invest. Wealth measuring contests. It's easy to fall into the trap of measuring your wealth against your peers. The problem with that is there's always going to be someone with a bigger boat than you. Even if you end up being the guy with the biggest boat, there's someone out there with more homes than you, laughing at how much money you spent on your boat. It's just an unwinnable game. The trap is in not knowing how to control your competitiveness. Everyone else makes it competitive, so you feel like you have to play along. You have to crush your competition. Getting backstabbed by those close to you for personal gain. You have friends that were around you back in the day, but with time, the gap between you and them has widened, and because of the past relationship, they still have access to you. Always remember that above everything else, people are going to pursue their self-interest, so if you're no longer contributing to their betterment, they will make a move. If it comes to it, most people will sacrifice you in the process of them getting what they want. Not only will you feel targeted, but you'll also feel betrayed by someone you consider to be close. People will say you're not doing enough for everyone else. No matter what you do, you can't win the hearts and minds of everybody. There's always going to be someone finding something wrong with what you're doing. You know that old saying, no good deed goes unpunished. Well, we were surprised to find this out 2 weeks ago when I was watching a video of a humanitarian convoy in Ukraine. 5% of the comments on that video calls them hypocrites and hated their community for helping Ukraine. So guys, let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. For more interesting content, give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more awesome content. Have a nice day, and I will see you in the next video.